Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
We are very glad to have you here. We are very glad that we got an opportunity to interview you. And can you please tell something about your personal and professional life till now?
Definitely, it's my pleasure being here and talking to you people, all youngsters.
Thank you.
As far as my personal life is concerned, I am from a rural background. Though I was born in Delhi, but my entire education is in vernacular medium, and I completed my BSc in 1976, and thereafter I came to Mumbai in search of a job. Of course, I was appointed as a custom officer here, and thereafter my professional life began here in this city in 1979, and I believe thereafter it has been a grand journey for me. 32 years have passed. I personally believe that these 32 years have been a great experience, great level of awareness, and a lot of learning has come to me. As far as the personal life is concerned, my son Skand, my daughter Divya, 2 children I have got, my wife Manju, and it has been a, you can say, exhilarating time with them for the last many decades, rather I would say now. And as a professional, I believe every year I have progressed, I have grown. The reason was very simple, that I desired to grow as a professional. And right from being an officer with the Indian Custom, then worked pretty long with the intelligence networks. A lot of achievements in my professional field also. Among the very first few people as an officer who had earned more than 10 lakh rupees of cash rewards actually due to my seizure operations and interception of a lot of people who had been involved in the unscrupulous activities like smuggling or anti-national activities. And I think after that I turned into an educator. I'm author of 13 books in different languages. As a management speaker, as an astrologer, I think it has been a beautiful journey with the people.
That's amazing, sir. Your profile is really motivating. But can you tell us, how do you balance your personal and professional life? Because that's really a challenge.
I think it's the most important question of today. How one balance the personal and professional life. A lot of stresses are there. A lot of examples we have seen these days in the newspaper that the youngsters, 10th class students are committing suicide.
Yes.
It means they cannot take up the stress levels which is emanating from our daily life. How we can tackle with these things? I think the positive mindset, a pleasant mindset, and the productive mindset. These are the 3 solutions to ward away any kind of stress.
Definitely.
See, we all people face the, you can say, the dilemmas in each and every life. I believe life is basically lived in 6 domains. The family domain, the career and the finance domain, the social setup domain, and then your health domain, then spiritual domain, then the learning domain. In all these domains, the stress do emanate. And I think if we are able to put ourselves onto a productive path, pleasant path, a positive path, we can definitely deal with all kind of stresses which are emanating from these areas, these domains.
Yes. So apart from these domains, you might be dealing with a different variety of people. So how do you take that in your life?
I have been very fortunate being in this department. I have dealt with the plumbers also, laborers also, carpenters also, and I also had the fortune of dealing with the Mother Teresa, Lakshmi Narayan Mittal, Ratan Tata, and Shah Rukh Khan, Amitabh Bachchan, Aishwarya Rai. Very big people, very big achievers. The people who have really worked hard, people really who worked smart, and I think a great learning has come from them. Personal experience with Mother Teresa had been really very, you can say, beautiful experience, one of the most compassionate experience. The first time when I met her, I touched her feet, I was on the job, and this very short statured lady, you can say hardly 5 feet, and she said just one word, God bless you. I think those 3 golden words are still very inspiring words for me, and they have taken me to the places, to the various level. Then the meetings with the J.R.D. Tata. You must have just heard the name now, he is no more,
Definitely.
the Bharat Ratna. And experience with him was really beautiful because he carried a lot of experience, he carried a lot of knowledge, and very humble person. When I still remember his PA was with him and he just asked him that, sir, can I hold your briefcase? He said, no, it's not your job, it's my job. So it was such a nice gesture that it still rankles in my mind that a person like J.R.D. Tata, he believed that I shall do my personal work. And then meeting with Amitabh Bachchan, Shah Rukh Khan, Aishwarya Rai, and lot many other people also brought a varied experience for me actually. Amitabh is a very, very humble person, extremely humble person. And then I also come across, you can see the people who have been extremely arrogant in spite of not having achieved anything remarkable or significant in the life. So that mix of the experience teaches you a lot, I think. That's the best you can see the journey, that's the best awareness, best knowledge which you can get from the life. There is no school, no institution which is better than, you can say, the life of school.
So apart from people, different variety of people, you might have landed into different situations also. Your 15 years of span in Government of India enterprise, and then many situations you are into so many diverse fields. Can you talk something about it?
In personal life, I had faced a lot of setbacks. I think 93 to 95 were one of the worst years in my life. I would not like to elaborate on that one, but I would say that those were the worst years. I think some of the worst decisions I had taken in my life. Life is all about taking the right decision at the right time. Any kind of leadership, any kind of team building exercise, any kind of commitment comes from the right kind of decision. If a person can take right kind of decision, I think he is an achiever, he is a winner. But I had taken some wrong decisions. And I accepted that one. And thereafter, I think there are two doors open for me. One, the door of disaster, and one, the door of making. In one way, I would have gone and become alcoholic and drowned myself into the, you can see, the row of frustrations. But I never opted for that one. I thought, no, I shall be positive. I shall learn from these things. These are the threats of the life in which the opportunities are there. And that made a 180-degree turn for me in my life. That was at the personal level. In professional level, you can say I had to deal with a lot of smugglers, a lot of anti-national elements, a lot of people who are, you can say, top level terrorists in this world. And dealing with them was really, really difficult. I remember in 1988-89 when I used to come back from my office and I used to carry my service revolver with me, and even my wife never came to know that I carried the revolver with me. Okay. And that time I was being followed by some people in my car. But that never deterred me to go off my job or maybe to apologize to people. No, I stuck to my position. That is, I am here to safeguard my country. I am here to safeguard the rights of this countryman. So I never compromised on that one. I think that was a strength which came from inside, and that catapulted me onto the higher level. That gave me the something extra that I shall fight with the life. And I think that made me slightly different from a common man or a common officer. Though there are a lot of brave officers, very courageous officers in my department. But I believe being courageous was one of the big things for me, that till date I have not surrendered to anyone. I don't wish to surrender to anyone. Particularly to this anti-national elements, never, absolutely never. They are enemies of the country and I must fight it out.
What are your passions? We heard that you have a lot of passions and you are having a lot of habits for you. Can we please briefly explain that?
Habits are very special things.
Yes,
it can be bad also, it can be good also. People get addicted to the habit. One fine day a person asked me that I have got a bad habit or something, ABCD, whatever it might be. How can I get rid of those habits? I said there is no way out. Once you are addicted, you are addicted. You cannot get away. There is no solution to it. He said, but you are giving the solutions. You are a positive person, you write the books and speak. And if you say these words, then what will happen? I say yes. To this one I will say, to ward off the bad habit or one of the habits, since I have said you cannot remove it, to remove it you have to create a new habit. Now once the new habit, which is positive and productive, and it starts or begins to occupy more and more time in your life, this another habit, which is now predominant, will occupy less and less space in your life. If I had certain habits in my life, say, which were so-called not so pleasant, but later on they immediately got off my life just because, or my life, or shelf of my life, just because I got onto the habit of writing. So a new habit was developed, and in the course of development of new habit and then getting addicted to it, that was positive habit, the old habits died. So only way to get over the old habits or the bad habit is that create a new habit. I think I created that passion that you asked me the question. The first passion which came to me in the form of writing, speakership, and of course the learning process. I came to this job as a simple graduate, science graduate.